So Victor Conte calls Showbiscuits, that's Showbiz the adult, a hater, and said he's always coming up a reason to hate. Well, duh. No doubt. I don't know what's currently going on. I don't know what they're going back and forth, but I take it's about Terrence Crawford snack, blah, blah, blah. And with that being said, I just have to say to people that y'all should be so embarrassed to have this conversation about Terrence Crawford snack and all that. And y'all sat on y'all hands when it came to Ryan Garcia. So the point is, you guys don't get it. After you guys acted the way you acted with Ryan Garcia, which was no reaction at all, and I told the whole boxing game, y'all gonna pay for not responding to that accordingly, you know, to sit up here and talk about Terrence Crawford and snack, and people think that you're actually supposed to be sincere and that you actually care. This is just a joke. We know Ryan Garcia showed that nobody truthfully, the boxing industry, the fans, depending on who you are, nobody truthfully cares about who takes steroids. So all this pretending like you care, and especially, this is what's especially asinine, especially at a time when we have 7 dirty Eddie Reynoso fighters, at a time we just allowed a Mexican fighter to fight somebody on PEDs, knowing ahead of the fight, and still allowed him to fight, you know, giving Canelo's reputation. Y'all don't give two shits about Snack, Victor Conte, or anybody doing anything illegal. The problem is you guys listening closely, they only want certain guys to have that type of advantage. When you have an advantage, then morals come along. But when somebody else is doing it, they don't give a shit because they like you getting cheated. Okay? Shouts out to fucking Tyson Fury and his statue of beating Deontay Wilder, a one-trick pony. They needed to immortalize that. So, you know, it's funny to watch y'all do it because it's not real. Okay? Now, Showbiz the adult. You know, what's amazing is how some people may have problems about me talking about Showbiscuits, but they don't have problems with Showbiscuits does. Isn't that something? They have a problem with me having a problem about what he's doing, but they don't have a problem with what he's doing. Just the fact that I have a problem with it. Hey, this is the world we live in today, man. But as far as Showbiz being a hater, you know, Showbiz is just doing his job, man. You know, he's just doing his job. This shouldn't be shocking. You know, I tried to send the flare-ups about this dude a long time ago. And you know what's crazy? A lot of people think I don't like him. Well, you're right. I don't like Showbiz, but I don't dislike him for the reasons y'all think I dislike him. It actually has little to nothing to do with Showbiz, just his choices. You know, I still think he's good at what he does and all that. He's just a tool used for the wrong thing, and I was always against that, you know? But I see even calling these dudes out, people be like, oh, leave Showbiz alone. Oh, you're doing this. You're trying to build off his fucking name. Isn't it funny how they can see that, but they can't see how somebody's trying to build or destroy somebody else's name? Isn't that interesting? But nonetheless, man, let me get to why this video even exists. When I say Showbiz is just doing his job, probably none of y'all remember this. I'm always the first timer for everything. This is what I noticed. And this is when I noticed that the world is actually a lot smaller than what I think. You know, me thinking the world is populated with these type of people or more people like me, obviously I've been mistaken, because I've been on here some years and a lot of shit that I said I've seen, it's only been me that says it. I'm not the only one that knows it, but I'm the only one that comes out and said it. So the world is truthfully smaller, and it's not as big, and it's not many people that can stand on business as I thought. You know, that's what the internet has showed me. But Showbiz the adult, when I say he's doing his job, because Showbiz the adult, he's a Kai Cenat, basically. He's a Kai Cenat. And what I say by that, when you see the Kai Cenat, so you see the SHOWBIZ and all that other stuff, bro, them dudes sold out, bro. And I know y'all think that's just in Hollywood and acting, but no, YouTubers got to do that shit now, bro. And that's exactly what Showbiz did. I understand y'all didn't want to talk about it. Y'all didn't want to talk about it then. So let me talk about what I'm talking about. I made a video about Showbiscuits because I was sitting up there. This is what really pissed me off and set me off with Showbiscuits. And he knows this. This is what really pissed me off. I was watching some of his shit one day. For whatever reason, it was sent to me, or just watching it someday. And as I'm watching it, Showbiz sits up on camera and throws the baphomet in my face. Okay? Now, I know to you surface level dwellers, y'all don't care. It don't mean shit to y'all. Y'all don't care nothing past a cell phone and a date nap. I get it. All right. But me, I'm aware of everything around me. Okay? That's how I was raised. So when you sit up and you throw a baphomet up in front of me, you're telling me, use me. I'm willing for you to use me. And that's exactly what he did. And a little bit after that, he got to where he got. You don't get to where Showbiz get unless you bending over. Y'all think it's a joke when I say his ankle touching and shit like that. Y'all think it's a joke. No. Kai Cenat, SHOWBIZ, all them engaged in butthole pleasures to help get where they are. Aiden Ross, all of them. Okay? So I'm letting you know, if you want to be successful like them, I'm letting you know that's what you gonna get met with. Okay? And Showbiz, he threw up that baphomet. I knew exactly what he was doing. He was signaling, use me. And then a little while after that, he got to where he got. Shocker? No. But this has always been my main thing with Showbiz, besides him being a liar and all that other shit and blase splee. I don't fuck with no devil shit, bro. I don't. And I don't think what you doing on YouTube should have to cause you or feel compelled to sell your soul to fucking do it. For YouTube, bro? Really? Y'all selling out for this shit? Now, I'm gonna tell you how I knew what he was doing. And I called the shit out, and I made a video on it. Do you guys know what happened to that video? YouTube took it down without telling me, without saying a word. I can't find it no more. The video, the thumbnail was of Showbiz the adult in the episode that he was in, and he was throwing up the baphomet. And I made a video about it, and I told people, I was like, how often do you guys see Showbiz doing this? Showbiz ain't never throwing up no baphomet and stuff like that. Why all of a sudden he doing it now? And do you know, after I made that video, guess what? You guys still haven't seen Showbiz throw up the baphomet. But I caught it. But he stopped right after that. And you haven't seen him do two horns since. Okay? But that's what I questioned. I'm like, bro, you ain't never throwing this shit up. You ain't never like, oh, you trying to signal to the people. Oh, you want to get down with the devil gang. Okay, you want to get down with the butthole roller coaster. I see. I called it out and I made a video. And then without my knowledge, without making me aware, YouTube magically just took it down. That is the first time that they done stuff to me. They gave me flag for videos that I'm just talking. Matter of fact, you guys know that they just tried to do it with my Mandela video? Yeah. They try to restrict it, then say it's this, and then say, no, you can't monitor it. Then no, you can monitor it and all this stuff. And I didn't turn the monetization on that video just because I didn't want the problems or the traffic. Okay? That Mandela video, they went and reviewed that Mandela video 2 times. And I'm looking at my email and I'm like, yeah, this video is suitable. This video is good. You could blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I never asked y'all to monetize it. All right. Anyways, ignore it. The next day in the middle of the night, they send me the same message about the same fucking video. hey, this message is, this video is good. You can monetize it. You can make money on blah, 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 blah. Once again, I ignored it. They sent me another email about that Mandela video. Oh, this video can't be monetized because of this 7 seconds right here. I'm like, damn, y'all looked at this video 3 times. So I know for one was a manual review, because you had to watch that video manually to find anything wrong with it, to restrict it, because it passed all the YouTube tests, it passed the YouTube gate, it passed the YouTube uploading gate. What none of that, especially I know what I'm doing. So somebody from YouTube had to visually go and manually watch my video to try to find something to restrict with it. Now, this is the thing. Since the video had no violations upon upload, why did they need to review a video that was perfectly fine? It was nothing wrong with it. It didn't require them to view it. It didn't require them to monetize it. It didn't require them to do nothing. So why did YouTube manually go back and review this video 3 and 4 times? Man, come on, man. You guys know what it is. But I just bring that up to say that when it comes to shit like this, people like Showbiz is doing their job. Showbiz has made a choice. Okay? He has made a choice. He has chose to sell himself out for whatever. Money, this, you know what I'm saying? Whatever is tickling his fans, attention, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. So therefore, he's doing his job. You know? And my thing is, not like Victor Conte doesn't know this. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing you could do is leave him to do what he does and ignore him. Because you're only feeding and giving him more power when you do respond to him, if you know he is bullshit. And everybody knows that these channels are paid to do what the fuck they do. All right? I told y'all boxing is on YouTube. I told y'all that we control the narrative. I told you guys this. The media has no power over what we say and think is the narrative of today. They pay attention to us more than we pay attention to them. That's the truth. Boxing lives on YouTube and they know this. So they need to have puppets in the game to help control the narrative, because since boxing has moved out of mainstream media, the power to control the narrative has faded. So they need skin in the game. They need guys in the game, you know, so they can get the fucking egos. They could get the fanny nannies. They could get the Showbiz, the adults and shit like that. You know, this is what I always refer to as like the weak black man of our culture. You know, weak black men sell your ass out every time, and they'll sell us all out without thought. That's my whole thing, and that's my whole gripe with him, is allowing himself to be used for disinformation and discrediting black fighters, because they wouldn't activate him on no Mexican or no Eastern European fighter. And we know that. So therefore, you know, you an enemy of me, I'm an enemy of you. You want to support the same group to try to hold down my group, then I have a problem with you. It's just that simple. It has nothing to do with anybody else individually. It has nothing to do with YouTube. This is how I am, period. This is how I am in the flesh. This is how I am in friendships. This is how I am in relationships. This is how I am in business. I have a code, and I stand on a code. I understand that that's rare to y'all. I understand that that's weird to y'all. I understand that don't mean nothing to y'all. It don't have to mean nothing to y'all, because it's only for me. Okay? This channel represents my spirit and what I have inside of me. And I don't go for that shit. I don't play nice. I don't kiss ass. I'm not going to bend over. I'm not going to sell out. I don't give a fuck about your views. I don't give a fuck about you following me. I don't give a fuck about none of that. What I do give a fuck about is being able to speak my motherfucking mind. And for me, there ain't a price tag that you can put on that. It ain't a boat that you can give me. It ain't a bad bitch that you can put me around. It ain't no drugs you can slide in front of my nose and none of that shit. And that's why people like me are labeled the most dangerous people, because the people who want for nothing is the ones who are dangerous. The people who want money, the people who want fame, the people who want attention, those are the type of people that they want. So those are the type of people that get hired. So that's why you see the Kai Cenats and all that other shit in the showbiz adult, because it's something from their world that they yearn for very much. And whether that's attention, whether that's to be a star, most of these content creators just want to be fucking seen. He don't even give a damn about the money.